All right, everybody, welcome back. I am so excited for today's deep dive
Me too.
because we are going to be talking about boosting your self-belief
Yeah.
and finding motivation
Yeah.
using some really
Yeah.
surprisingly simple techniques from Japanese counseling.
Yeah. It's really
And
cool.
we're going to be drawing
Yeah.
from the work of Teru Nakashima, who's
Yeah.
a Japanese psychological counselor who offers some
Oh,
super
neat.
unique approaches to
Yeah.
tackling just like everyday challenges.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this.
Me too.
One of the things that
So
really
what?
jumped out at me when I was looking at
Yeah.
Nakashima's work was this idea of dikiru,
Oh, yeah.
which means
I can do it. Or you can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
And I just thought, like,
Yeah.
on the surface, that sounds almost too simple
It does.
to be effective. But
Right.
I'm curious, like,
Yeah.
what's going on there? What's the
I know.
deeper meaning?
Yeah. So it's absolutely not just like a surface level positive thinking type of thing.
Okay.
There's actually,
Yeah.
there's a real neurological aspect to this.
Okay.
So every time you repeat an affirmation like this,
Right.
you're actually strengthening the neural pathways in your brain
Really?
that are associated with self-belief.
So you're like training your brain
Yeah.
to default to a more confident state.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
training your brain to be more confident.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Really cool.
So it's not just
Yeah.
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You're actually
Rewiring
rewiring your brain for success.
it. Yeah.
But what about those times when
Yeah.
you're just like
Yeah. When you're in it.
really struggling and
Yeah.
the negativity's like taking over and you
Yeah.
can't seem to shake it off?
Yeah, Nakashima.
What do you do then?
A technique for that too.
Really?
And it's like refreshingly straightforward.
Okay.
He calls it the stop it technique.
Yeah. And so I like it already.
So when you find yourself like spiraling into worry or anxiety,
Right.
you literally tell your brain, yamita,
Oh, yameda.
which means stop it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've tried thought-stopping techniques before.
Right.
And I don't know, they always felt kind of forced to me.
I can see that.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just never really worked for me.
But this isn't about like denying your feelings.
Right.
It's more about
Right.
interrupting that negative thought pattern.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So imagine like a record player
Yeah.
that's stuck in a groove.
Right.
Yameta, is like
Yeah.
gently lifting the needle.
No.
You acknowledge the feeling is there,
I see.
but you choose to not let it play on repeat,
Right.
you know?
That's good.
It creates a space for
Yeah.
you to shift gears.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it's really like creating that
I think I've done
mental pause
a
button.
mental pause button. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so we've got dikiru.
Yeah,
We've got yameda.
we do.
What else have you got for us?
Have you ever heard of the hand clap reset?
The hand clap reset.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So this is another
Okay.
really simple yet powerful technique
Okay.
that Nakashima recommends.
Right.
And you literally clap your hands
Oh, okay.
to signal a mental shift
Okay.
back to the present moment.
So I can see how
Yeah.
that physical action could help
Total.
break a thought pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how does that
Right.
connect to self-belief?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's about bringing your focus
Okay.
back to the here and now.
Yeah.
You know, when we get stuck
Yeah.
in worries about the past or anxieties about the future,
Yeah.
we kind of lose sight
Yeah.
of our ability to take action
Mm-hmm.
in the present.
Right.
So the hand clap reset acts as this reminder
Okay.
that we have the power to choose our thoughts,
Okay.
direct our energy.
So it's very much aligned
It is.
with mindfulness practices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really interesting connection.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how all of these
Well,
seemingly small actions can have like
Yeah.
a big impact on our overall mindset.
you really can.
So we've got dikiru,
Yeah.
we've got yameda,
Yameta.
we've got the hand clap reset.
We
Is
do.
there anything else?
Well,
Anything else that Nakashima has to offer us?
Nakashima also
Yeah.
emphasizes the importance of
Okay.
mindful smartphone breaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me more. Especially
Because I know I could use some of those.
late at night,
Yeah.
you know?
That's my weakness.
It's so easy.
I am definitely guilty of
Yeah.
scrolling in bed
It is so easy
right before I go to sleep.
to get caught up in that,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like the worst thing for you.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Stop.
that constant stimulation from our devices
Right. It's like you're not letting your brain settle
Yeah,
down.
it can be really difficult
Yeah.
for our brains to wind down
Yeah.
and get the rest they need.
Right.
And it can also fuel
Yeah.
comparison and self-doubt,
Oh, that's a good point.
which definitely doesn't help with
Wow.
building self-belief.
Right, because you're just like constantly comparing yourself
Right, yeah. And you're seeing
to everybody on social media.
the highlight reel of everyone else's lives.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a recipe for disaster.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
really what Nakashima's saying is stepping away from the screen is almost like
Yeah.
stepping away from all of that
Yeah.
negativity.
Like all those negative comparisons.
Yeah, and giving yourself a mental break.
Yeah, just giving yourself space.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to kind of recap everything,
Yeah.
we've learned today
Yeah.
these Japanese techniques
Mhm.
offer really like simple yet powerful ways
Yeah.
to cultivate self-belief
Absolutely.
and manage our mental energy.
Our mental energy. Yeah.
So we talked about dikiru,
Yes.
which is rewiring our brains for confidence.
Damn.
Moo yameta,
Yamita.
hitting the pause button on all that negativity.
Exactly.
And then the hand clap reset.
Yeah.
Grounding ourselves
Grounding ourselves in the present.
in the present moment.
Yeah.
I don't know about you,
Unforgettable.
but I think it's really fascinating to see
It's pretty cool.
how much power we actually have
Yeah, we
to shape our
have more power than we think.
own mental state.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is cool.
So what would you say
I would say,
to someone listening
yeah.
who wants to put these things into practice?
I would say
Like, where do they even begin?
the key is to find what
Okay.
resonates with you
Okay.
and make it your own.
So it's not necessarily about
Yeah.
doing every single thing.
Yeah. It's not about doing every single thing.
It's about figuring out what works for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So think about like
Yeah.
the specific challenges
Right.
that you face.
Like, what are you struggling with
Yeah.
in your life?
Yeah. Could dikiru help you tackle a project
Right.
that you've been putting off?
Right.
Would mu yameta
Yeah.
be helpful in like
Okay.
navigating a difficult conversation?
Yeah.
You know, so just
really just experiment
experiment and see
and see what works best.
what works best for you.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think that's a great place to leave it.
I think so too.
Thank you so much for joining me on today's deep dive.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
I hope you learned something new.
Yeah, me too.
I will see you next time.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye.